On December 12th, 2023, we rest under a new moon in Sagittarius, which is our very last new moon of this calendar year. And this new moon is very much so giving sit down and reflect. Reflect on how the changes you've gone through have changed you. Reflect on how it is that you are moving forward differently, right? How it is that you are seeing life differently moving forward. And really contemplating with this sense of renewal, this sense of readiness, this sense of inspiration. And part of that inspiration being us inspired by our own selves, inspired by how we did move through this season of our lives, how we did heal through this season of our lives, how we did change through this season of our lives. So I'm really looking forward to offering these 8 journaling prompts with you, directly inspired by the energetic themes surrounding this Sagittarius new moon. And for those of you who would like to do some extra reflecting as we are now in the end of the year, your girl does have a end of year reflections guided journaling video on my channel. So definitely check that out. I'll link it in the description below, and I'll also add it in the cards here. And your girl also has a new year intention setting guided journaling video as well. So your girl's got you covered with the journaling at the end of this year, start of the new calendar year. So without further ado, let's get into these 8 journaling prompts. What has kept me inspired to keep moving forward? I know that this year has been a year where we have been trialed and tribulated, if you will. And there have been moments where we really had to conjure up the inspiration to keep on keeping on. And I just want us to take a moment to sit down and hold space for journaling about these inspirations that kept us moving forward, right? And let us hold this space with an energy of gratitude, right? Gratitude for the inspirations, no matter how small or how big. Grateful that we had these inspirations, that we have these inspirations that have kept us, that continue to keep us moving forward. What have these inspirations been for you? In what ways do I know I am meant to move forward differently? This is one of, I believe, the most beautiful energies and themes surrounding this Sagittarius new moon is the energy and the theme of moving forward differently, right? And us having this inner knowing, this gut feeling, this intuition that is telling us, you've gotta move forward differently, right? We can't keep moving forward in these same ways. So what are those differences for you, right? How do you intuitively know that you've gotta move forward differently? What exactly are those ways in which you just can't keep doing the same old thing because it just hasn't been working? It hasn't been fruitful. It hasn't been serving your highest good. Which changes have I found myself resisting and have grown willing to accept? A lot of us have been growing consciously aware of what our relationship with change is, right? And many of us have been also coming to the awareness of where our resistance is, what changes exactly we tend to be more resistant of. And in this expansion of our conscious awareness over time, we have found ourselves increasingly becoming more and more willing to accept these changes that we've normally been resistant to. So I really want us to pay some attention to this and journal about these changes that we have realized we've been resistant to accept and have now growingly become willing to accept. And this prompt really does highlight the themes of change, the themes of resistance, and the themes of radical acceptance, right? Acceptance that feels radical to us, that feels radical to the collective even. That, these are themes that have really been present, really been at the forefront for us as a collective. So this is an important prompt. And as you journal this, and really all of these prompts, I really encourage you to be proud of yourself and the ways that you have changed for the better. Even if it's been a little slow, even if it's been, to really, you've been a little stubborn along the way, be proud, right? Gift yourself grace because we are changing, we are evolving, we are deepening our understanding, expanding our conscious awareness, and that's something to be proud of. That's something to celebrate. Which changes have I been deeply desiring and longing for? There has been this energy of longing, right? Many of us have found ourselves in this seemingly prolonged, seemingly stagnant season where we have been seemingly forced to confront a lot of truths, confront a lot of lies, internally and externally. And in those confrontations, in those expansions of our conscious awareness, we have also just become more and more needy, right? This deepening of desiring, of longing for certain things to change in our lives. And us included, for us to change in certain ways. So you're not alone in this longing. You're not alone in this neediness that you may have felt. You're not alone in this deep desiring for change. So I want us to also bring some attention to that. What have been the changes that you've been deeply desiring and longing for? Why is it important that I trust the unknown and remain open to the possibilities? This has very much so accompanied the energies and themes surrounding change. And I really wanted to offer a prompt here that gave us the opportunity for us to exercise our newfound wisdom that we've gained through the changes, right? And affirm why it's important, why we know, why we've come to learn it is important. for us to trust the unknown, for us to have faith in the mystery of life, the inevitable mystery, and also for us to open ourselves up to the possibilities, right? For us to become adaptable, for life to turn out differently than we expected, but for that differently to still be delightful, right? For us to be open to the possibility of things unfolding in ways that perhaps we didn't imagine, but for it to nevertheless still work out and still feel good and still be okay, right? I think sometimes, a lot of the time, we're so quick to freak out when life isn't turning out the way that we imagined and that we expected and anticipated. And we're so quick to think that because it's not unfolding the way we thought it would, then things are going wrong. But it's so important. And I know that many of us have come to really learn, right? That we remain open to the possibilities, right? That even if life isn't unfolding how we thought it would, there's still an infinite amount of possibilities that it will work out and unfold better than we could have imagined. And even if it's unfolding in ways that may be uncomfortable, that may not feel ideal to our ego, still continuing to remain in that energy of, again, having faith in the unknown and remaining open to the possibilities of how this is going to turn out, right? So without me continuing to get into all of that, I want you to reflect on this, contemplate this. Why is it important for you, for me, to have faith in the unknown and remain open, no matter what, remain open to the possibilities? How has this season of my life deepened my faith, and what exactly do I have deep faith in? Now, this is not to get twisted, right? Sometimes when we think of faith, we immediately think of religion, right? I'm not referring to that idea, concept, perception of faith, right? I'm talking about the faith that arises when, again, life isn't turning out the way that we expected, and we become more in tune with our spirit. We become more in tune with the unknown. We become more in tune with the possibility. We become more in tune with our faith, right? This natural faith that all of us have within us, and that truly, a faith that we need in this life if we truly desire to experience a life of ease and peace and surrender and flow. So how has this season of your life, and by season, it could be this actual season of fall, could be this season surrounding this new moon, could be this season of this whole year, however it is that you would like to categorize the timing of this season of your life. How has this season of your life deepened your faith, right? And take it a bit further, right? Go a little deeper in this prompt by adding what exactly you have deep faith in. And perhaps this isn't something that you've really asked yourself up front before, what exactly do I have deep faith in? What am I proud of healing through? And how has this healing changed my outlook on life? What am I proud of healing through? And how has this healing changed my outlook on life? Initially, I was just going to offer the prompt, what am I proud of healing through and how has this healing changed me? But I decided to make it a little more specific to how it's changed our outlook on life, because I do want us to focus a little bit more on how our outlooks, how our perspectives have changed because of the healing we've done, right? And you can also, include your awakening to this prompt if you feel so inspired. What am I proud of awakening through? And how has this awakening changed my outlook on life? This is a time where we are being encouraged to sit down and take the time to realize what we've healed through. Because I know that you've healed through some stuff, okay? And it's important that we realize what exactly we've healed through so that we can contribute to the integration of the healing, and just really give that healing even more of our conscious awareness. And I just feel like it's beautiful for us to continue in this contemplation by asking ourselves and journaling how this healing, how this awakening has changed, has shifted our outlook on life. What makes this renewal and this new beginning different? Many of us can sense like we're on the urge of a breakthrough. We're on the urge of this grand renewal, this new beginning, right? And the truth is, we've been through change before. We've been through renewal before. We've been through new beginnings before. But what makes this change, this renewal, this new beginning different? Because it feels different, right? There's something different about it. It's a little bit deeper, right? It's a little bit more conscious. It's very personal. It's very much in tune with the long run, right? Like, let's meditate on this, right? With this prompt. What makes this renewal different? What makes this new beginning different? And feel free to also use this as a prompt to affirm the ways in which you desire for this renewal, for this new beginning of yours and of ours as a collective to be different. And that, my friends, are the 8 journaling prompts directly inspired by the Sagittarius new moon taking place on December 12th, 2023, our last new moon of this calendar year. Shout out to all the new moons that we've had this year. Oh my goodness, it's been a year. And I really, again, just encourage you to rest under this new moon with gratitude, with grace, with this sense of expansiveness and openness and willingness and renewal. And I just pray that you feel proud of yourself under the Sagittarius new moon. I pray that these prompts really bring forth clarity and comfort and confidence to you in some way, shape, or form. And young girl would love to know which of these prompts you really resonated with in the comment section below. So let your girl know which prompts really hit home for you. I love creating and cultivating community in the comments and connecting with you all there. So I'll talk to some of you in the comments, and I look forward to that. And again, I do have a couple other journaling, plenty of guided journaling prompt videos for those of you who are feeling inspired to start reflecting on the year, setting intentions for the new year. Because even though, December and this time of year isn't technically the end of the year astrologically, this end of the year really does feel like an end, right? This new year really does feel like a new beginning. So your girl's got some guidance for you. Again, I'll put a couple links in the description, and feel free to visit my channel and explore. And I thank you so much for gifting me the honor to offer and to guide. So thank you for bringing me into your present moment. And I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye.